have Dennis Falk, who is the Planning, Zoning, and Development Director, and Stephanie Metzger, who is our Zoning Assistant. Has everyone had a chance to review tonight's agenda? If not, it will stand as presented. There is a statement of duties relative to the procedures of the board, which are available for your viewing pleasure. We will option out not to read those this evening. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from the August 6, 2014 meeting? A motion to approve?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call vote, please.
Frankel?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
McVeigh?
Yes.
Solz?
Abstain. There is no unfinished business, and our first appeal this evening is appeal number actually our only appeal this evening is appeal number 1233-14. Applicant and owner Randy L. Smith, 3115 55th Street Northeast, Canton, Ohio, who requests the following: to construct a 40-foot by 96-foot or a 3,840 square foot detached accessory building on the property located at 3115 55th Street Northeast. It's located at various parcels. They're looking for a 3,824 square foot variance. 2,500 square foot is permitted, and they're requesting 6,324 total square foot requested. Also a 4-foot 8-inch height variance, 18 foot permitted, 22 feet 8 inches is requested. Is there someone here to present this appeal? Please come forward, sir. You raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to present is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and belief?
I do.
Okay. You can just tell us a little bit about yourself, stating your name and address and the basis for your appeal.
I'm Randy Smith, and I live at 3115 55th Street. And the basis of my appeal, my hardship would be that I had a 2000 motorhome and trailer, only had 60,000 miles on it, sitting outside in the weather. We had it for approximately 8 years, and the weather just destroyed it. The side was falling off, the roof started leaking, and we purchased the 2014 motorhome and trailer. We'd like to get that inside out of the weather, so we'd like to build a garage. And we also have a few classic cars that we'd like to put in the garage. So we need the garage to be the height, for the size of the motorhome and the length, so that it'll fit inside out of the weather. Strictly going to be storage for the motorhome and trailer and our cars. And we'd be willing to. We planted pine trees all around our property when we bought it. We'd be willing to put some pine trees in front of the garage. The garage is going to sit back right where the motorhome and trailer is sitting at now, which is not going to obstruct any view of anything. And like the neighbors to the side of us and behind us, there's all them pine trees. They can't see anything anyway. And across the street, there's nothing that anybody can see. So I went and talked to 5 of the 7 neighbors down Chaucer about this, and there wasn't one person that was in disagreement with it. There's 2 people I didn't get to on Chaucer. Couldn't catch them at home. So that's the reason I like to build this building, so we can put our motorhome in out of the weather.
Okay. Thank you. Before we ask if there's any other one to speak in favor, I would like to read the comments from the Plain Township Fire Department relative to this appeal. The request for variance has been reviewed, and there are no recommendations or suggestions regarding the appeal, and that is from Troy Slaybaugh, who's the captain. Is there anyone else who wants to speak in favor of this appeal? Anyone else who wants to speak against this appeal? Not questions from the board.
I just have 2 questions, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Smith, I drove by the property. The structure that you are presenting before the board tonight, it'll be pretty much similar to the structure that's already there.
Yeah,
structure that's already there.
I want it to look good and be basically maintenance free. So yeah, typical, kind of trying to get the same style siding that we have on the other building, so it'll look good.
Okay, and just a second question, you're not going to be conducting any business out of this garage?
No, we will not.
Repair business or
No.
anything of that nature?
No, it'll be strictly just for storage.
Strictly for storage?
Yeah.
That's all I have.
I have a question. Somewhere That you're going to take all those parcels and put it into one?
Yes, we are. We've already talked to Metzger and Associates. He's given me a price to do that. We've also there was 2 parcels that belonged into the Robin Hood Acres. We've already run the ads in the paper. We just got to finalize that. So we got to finalize that, and we'll get it surveyed after. If we're approved to do this, we'll get it all surveyed into one parcel before we start anything.
And that parcel will be how large?
4.8 acres, I believe, is the total acreage.
Mr. McVeigh, the ad that Mr. Smith was talking about was to, as the lots that he was talking about were in a platted subdivision, the ads were to vacate those lots, which would enable the combination of all the parcels.
Are you able to issue the permit for them to proceed until that is done, or how does that work? I'm curious. In other words,
No, we would not be able to until that would be combined, so that would be a condition of, if the request would be granted, it would be a condition based upon the final combination of the parcels.
oh,
We've discussed that in detail.
I personally would not be in favor of if we did not.
Well, we wouldn't be able to because of the rules requiring accessory structures being primary buildings, that type of thing. So we wouldn't be able to issue at all between us.
Would you consider getting a smaller motorhome?
I really needed to.
What's that?
I really need the size that I have. It just works out great for us.
Any further questions from any members of the board? Not, the chair will entertain a motion with respect to this appeal. Thank you, sir. You can sit.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman. Whereas applicant and owner Randy L. Smith, 3115 55th Street, Northeast Canton, Ohio 44721, requests the following to construct a 40-foot by 96-foot, 3,840 square foot detached accessory building on the property located at 3115 55th Street, Northeast, parcel number 52-18917, 52-00610, 52-00613, 52-04438, and 52-04439. 3,824 square foot size variance, 2,500 square foot permitted, 6,324 total square foot requested. A 4-foot and 4-foot 8-inch height variance, 18-foot permitted, a 22-foot 8 inches requested. Whereas the applicant or representative has appeared in person before this board at an adjudication hearing on said application in the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals, has duly considered this application pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 519.14, and now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals to grant the following: 3,824 square foot size variance, 2,500 square foot permitted, 6,324 total square foot requested, and a 4-foot 8-inch height variance, 18 feet permitted, 22 feet 8 inches requested.
There a second?
I'll second.
Any comments with respect to the approval or denial of this appeal? No, roll call vote, please.
Reichel?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Busledes?
Yes.
McVeigh?
Yes.
Solz?
Yes. The appeal's been granted. Okay. Now you can have the garage to house your big giant motorhome.
We'll keep it nice, I promise.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Your partner's very beautiful.
We tried. Very good.
Property's very good.
Thank you. That's
Are
it.
there any announcements at all?
No meeting in October.
We do not have anything scheduled for October at this time, and we can't see anything happening that would cause it since the dates that are gone.
Okay.
We'll let you know if we will see you in November.
And the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:09 p.m.
I make that motion, Mr. Chairman. Been making the motions all night, I might as well stay on
Second.
pace.
I'll second.
Roll call vote.
Reichel?
Yes.
Beck?
Yes.
Busledes?
Yes.
McVeigh?
Yes.
Solz?
Yes. Thank you, folks.
Thank
Have a good
you
evening.
very much.